We are going to be talking about women and relationships and dating. I know some of y'all are against that. I don't know why you're on my channel, because I don't tell you not to date women. I mean, I know some of these other guys that y'all listen to tell y'all that, but I don't. We are going to be talking about dating and relationships in this stream like I have for the last 4 years. Okay? So cover your ears if you're not going to like the conversation. We are going to talk about dating, so cover your ears. You don't want to listen. Because we really going to get into it. Okay? So be prepared. We are going to talk about them. We're going to talk about them, I just like to say that because I like to give those PSAs for people who might be new, because I attract a lot of new people to my videos a lot of times, and they may be from all over the place. They come to me and they look at my older content, they look at what I do now, and they think that I'm speaking on one thing when really I've been speaking the same way. Just change a little bit. It's a little bit of a change, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Albert Choice with a super chat. But we're going to get into it. So salute to everybody that's here. Let's get some shout outs, all right? Darte, True, ATL, and Albert, Patrick, Kat, Patricia, K. Nicole, Corey, Gerald, Renee, Tony, Israel, Vern 85, let's see, T Malone, Gemini, J. Raquel, Sean, Johnny, Humble Beast, Vern, Brittany B, Young Coder, Muhammad DC, see Albert Marie N, let's see, Dwayne, Ayo, okay, is it Laylo online? Is that how you say it? Leak, Diego, see Sean, Beth, The Loving Homes, what's good? Angela, Jabari, LD, DT, Sailor Boy. Make sure y'all like the stream. Yeah, this conversation go a different ways, It's good, Samuel. But yeah, as far as the t-shirts concerned, I'm trying to get some more designs in sometime this month. I'm gonna get a couple in there. I'm gonna add some things, just to make it look neat. I'm a type of person, man. I'm a perfectionist when it comes to certain things, and I can't have a tea store and it just not have some of everything. You know what I'm saying? But also have my brand attached to it. So for those of you who don't know, I did a video yesterday about a fitness IG model and how she was talking about she liked guys with tattoos and, gym rats. But the quote unquote nice guys, which I knew what she was talking about, were intimidated by her. It's that narcissistic mindset that's in a lot of attractive women these days, And the reason why I'm saying attractive women instead of just women in general, because there are women out there who are more attractive than others. That's just how it is. There are women who are just on a different level. Okay? They are. I know they're going to be women. A lot of these, these feminists on social media crying about, or, crying about, men and, Also, you got the color, the colorism crew, who are always complaining about not getting shows. It's probably because you're not as attractive as other women. It ain't got nothing to do with your skin tone. I know that that's a whole separate topic, but I just want to make that clear. Okay? If you're not attractive, you're not attractive. If you don't have the look that a guy wants, you're not going to get shows. I don't care if you're thick or you got big tits, nice assets, and you still get overlooked for a female that you think you look better than, but in all actuality, she just may have something more than you. But be that as it may, we got all these different groups. We got the featureism. Chicks is talking about featureism, all these different excuses. All these different excuses about why they don't get a man. It just tells you a lot about them. Carly, you hide behind a faceless picture, but keep doing you, okay? Shout out to Jay Weathers. Hey, love the videos. I got the answer for getting an attractive woman. Act like you don't want her and you can have her. Women like men that don't want them, especially attractive women. Yes, I've heard that, and I've done a bit of that myself. It does work, Jay, because if you are curving or you're not paying much attention to an attractive woman who shows interest, she's going to be intrigued even more. That's why you got so many of these women chasing behind men. I think the more attractive a woman is, the more she's going to chase the men that she wants. And a lot of those guys are curving them, treating them like they're just average, and they still will do the same thing, But Jay Raquel, listen, and a lot of y'all that say that, a lot of y'all will be like, there's unattractive women who get dudes. There are unattractive women who get dudes. You know why? Because a lot of times unattractive women will settle for men who want them. And 9 times out of 10, the unattractive chicks be having the nice bodies. They do. I've seen a lot of unattractive females who have really nice shapes on them. Big hips, big assets, big tits, slim, Put a little makeup on, they could be passable. Look at Jess Hilarious. Jess Hilarious is not that attractive to me, but she has a really nice body on her. And dudes will still date her because of that. You know what I'm saying? You got a dude who left his wife to be with her, 1, because Jess Hilarious makes her own money. And 2, because, she got a nice body on her, man. Probably got some other skills as well that we don't know. But yeah, man, I've noticed, man, there are a lot of unattractive females who they're blessed body-wise. They're blessed body-wise. Face, nah. Really, Jericho? That's how it be, man. It's just randomly you be seeing chicks that just ain't the most attractive, but they got, I will say this though. I heard Jess Hilarious got, her assets done. Her own sister put her on blast. I don't know if that's true, but but yeah, I mean, I don't know. So, dude left his whole wife to be with her. But there are guys who just like a female with big assets. As long as she got big assets, he's willing to overlook everything else. You know what I'm saying? The fact that she could be messy, the fact that she got a couple kids, he's gonna overlook all of that. Yeah, the assets matter more than anything. A lot of guys will choose assets over everything else. That's why you got females that will have profile pics of their body, but they won't show their face. Like I had one female try to come at me on Instagram with that, showing her body but not her face, but she wants to clown people. Like, how can you clown somebody and you hiding your face? You're literally hiding your face, but you want to clown other people. Get to the back of the line. Don't come at me. Go back there. Okay. But with this particular topic, okay, I want to know from y'all. I know y'all gonna tell me. I know y'all gonna tell me. What's good, Torrin? But again, with this topic, you have a situation where you have women who are coming out in droves. Because the video I did yesterday, that's not the first time I saw a situation where a woman complained about not being able to get a guy because she was too attractive. I've seen that before. I don't think I've made videos on it like that. But when I saw this particular story, and I saw how smug this female came off, I had to do the video to basically illustrate that these women are very narcissistic. Okay, they get in their own way. They're too picky, and they don't know what they want, and they try to have this false confidence in themselves. That they are intimidating men, when really they're not intimidating men. A lot of those women just don't have a personality. They don't know how to really smile. They don't know how to interact. They're used to chasing behind other men. Let me just tell y'all something y'all probably didn't know. Okay? Let me just tell y'all something that y'all probably already know. Okay? There are women out there the ones who are on Instagram the most, showing off their bodies. There's one in particular. Those are usually females who probably used to be overweight when they were younger, when they were teenagers. They weren't very attractive in high school. Like Jordan Woods. Jordan Woods comes to mind. Like, she looked very much so different than she did years ago. Okay? There's a couple of other of these Instagram models, even though Jordan Woods isn't exactly an Instagram model, but I put her in that category. Somewhat. There's another female who I know who used to be a little bit overweight, who now has a really, really nice body. She looks totally different. And she's out here dealing with these NBA players, putting up all these thirst traps. You never see her with any clothes on. Nothing but two-piece bikinis. Okay? But back when they were in high school, they were the unattractive, chubby chicks. And I noticed the chicks who are the most narcissists, the ones who are constantly putting people on blast, they used to be the ugly ducklings. They used to be the ugly ducklings. Oh, she was, Lemon Holmes? That don't surprise me. And because they used to be the unattractive chicks who used to get curved, ignored, they made a promise to themselves that they were going to get that attention some way. And Instagram has provided a way for the chicks who used to be unattractive to now be attractive and to be very narcissistic and to be out here dating the guys they used to want when they were younger. The athletes, the guy who paid them no attention, the guys who put them in the friend zone. They used to do these dudes' homework. Or there'll be that chick that these dudes will mess around with when nobody knew, when nobody was around or nobody would know about, you know? And now these chicks look better. They're in better shape. You can't tell them nothing, man. You can't tell them nothing. They the main ones talking about how this guy want them, that guy want them, putting this dude on blast. It's because these chicks don't know how to act. They done got the new bodies. It ain't because of that tummy tea. It's because of the fact. What's good, David? It's because of the fact, okay, that these chicks now want to live the life they wanted to live when they were younger. And they work, and I'm not going to lie, a lot of them work really hard to get their bodies where it is now. Some of these chicks took the easy route with the tummy tucks. That's why they belly button is all the way up into the upper torso. And these are the females that are out here sleeping with married men. These are the females, okay? Not only are they sleeping with married men, they're messing around with these athletes and these rappers, putting up motivational quotes, but meanwhile they're in the DMs trying to do a threesome with a rapper. These are the type of females that you are seeing on social media trying to get the most attention in Dizzy. Okay? That's what we have to look at. You got the chicks that were nerdy, slim, couple years after high school, then got a little thick. The assets is looking quite nicely. They realize that they're getting more and more attention when they're wearing them leggings. And so what they do is they say, oh, get on social media. Monetize this monetize this thottiness, And that's what they're doing. You got chicks out here with Patreons and PayPals. There are chicks on YouTube, man. They will put up promo videos of wearing like really small bikinis, everything out. And they tell you to go straight to the Patreon. And dudes are going right over there. But they don't understand that chick used to be the nerdy chick that did all the athletes' homework. Probably used to, kick it with them after hours when nobody knew about it, But they would never claim or date them in public, would put them in the friend zone. But now that they know that there's a lot of thirsty dudes on social media who are, looking to be thirsty, they looking for females to thirst after on social media. They know they have a market. I'm telling you right now, it's very important for us to be red pilling these, red pilling guys, as many of them as we can, because they are the ones who are allowing the narcissism to grow. Because if it wasn't for them, these chicks wouldn't be so arrogant with their slowness. So we really have to work towards getting the message out there. So hopefully y'all are sharing this content, because this is a harsh reality for you simps that be sitting up in the comment sections or be DMing these chicks or going and supporting them monthly or sending them stuff while you got a whole girlfriend or wife at home. Understand, those are the chicks that you used to curve. Those are the chicks that you used to put in the friend zone. That used to be your high school buddy. Them same chicks that, filled themselves out once they got a little bit older. Y'all know them chicks, man. Chicks used to be very skinny, used to wear baggy clothes. You didn't know what kind of shape they had. Probably wore glasses. Didn't really fix themselves up. But years later, you see them and you're like, sheesh. That's how it is for these guys, man. And that's what you have going on with these women talking about they're being intimidating to men when it comes to dating. Are there guys who are starstruck when they get around an attractive female? Yes. There have been women who I've been around. All right, Loving Homes. Thanks for coming through. There are women I've been around who are extremely attractive, who had me, I wouldn't say nervous, but I watched everything I said. I was a little bit, there was one time when it comes to speaking to her, I wasn't on my confident A game, so to speak. But I learned that over the years that women are women at the end of the day. And when you're a young man and you're around attractive women and you don't really understand the nature of women, you don't understand that there's certain, you don't have to go and do this or this or this or this to get their attention or say this and be the nice guy. Once you get older and you sort of understand women more, you tend to realize that attractive women are just as insecure as the unattractive women. Because there are women out there, no matter how attractive they are, they still believe that there are other women who are more attractive than them. That's why you see women hating on each other. That's why you see women hating on each other. You see women hating on each other to a degree that they do because they're envious of each other and they don't like to be around other women who they feel inferior to. It's like these dudes out here who always talk about they alpha males, but then when they get around men who are actually real life alpha males, they feel a little insecure because they've been going around talking about how they alphas, thumping their chest. But when they get inside of an area where there are actual dudes who are actually alphas, they feel insecure and they get to the level of wanting to hate on that guy. You see, I don't hate on anybody. I don't care if you think you're more alpha male than me or not, because I know who I am. And I'm always going to be confident in me. No guy intimidates me to the point to me being envious and jealous of him. Because at the end of the day, he has flaws just as much as I do. I'm never going to let another man make me feel small or less than or inferior. But I see that in other guys. They allow dudes to make them feel inferior, small, and intimidated. And that goes into dating, where you have women who think they're attractive. They think because they get a lot of attention from guys that if they are around the guys that they want to date and those guys don't fit what they want, all of a sudden it's because those guys are intimidated. That guy doesn't want to marry her or be in a long-term relationship with her. All of a sudden now he's too weak for her. Shout out to Josh. Is it common to have a lot of enemies, Jay? I don't think it's common, but it depends on your social status. If you have the higher the social status you gain, the more enemies you're going to gain. That's just how it is. Especially if you have to really work your way to the top, you're going to gain enemies, but you can't worry about that. What are they going to do? The best they can do is outwork you. But again, you can't worry about those people. You have to worry about yourself. I tell y'all all the time, you can only focus on what you're doing. You can't focus on what everybody else is doing. You have to outwork the room. When it comes to dating, you have to know what you want and go for it. You can't be out here being picky, because being picky is going to keep you single for life. Okay? There's a lot of women out here who are already seeing the ramifications of their decisions. You got women who are basically speaking on being lonely as fuck. You know why? Because they made the wrong decisions when it came to dating, and now they are in full regret mode. When it comes to the dating market, things have changed so much, man. Why do you think you're seeing so many women Why do you think you're seeing so many women looking for advice from men or looking to hear what men think? It's because these women have been so picky and have been so double-minded and not knowing what they want that they actually have to come to the men that they really were out here curving, the men they really did not want to be with. You know why? Because they realize that they're the ones chasing. They're not out here actually getting genuine relationship offers from men. They're being sold dreams. And the more you females continue to be sold dreams, the more you're going to continue to be disappointed, i.e. talking about men are intimidated by you. That's just another term for he don't want to marry me. Of course, the guy doesn't want to marry you because he realizes that you're a narcissistic idiot. He wants nothing to do with you. He does not want to have a family with you. He's going to go find a woman who isn't a weirdo, who isn't self-absorbed, who actually is about building. You know? That's just my thoughts on that. You know? That's the only way I can really offer my genuine thoughts on that. I feel like women need to look at how things are in 2019 and understand that you will not see no chivalry, okay? You will not see men, for the most part, that you want going above and beyond to be in a relationship with you. Now, sleep with you, yes, because once again, men who have options, they're going to pick and choose. And that's why you see guys with multiple side chicks, because he knows he has options. So he's going to take his time and he's going to deal with this chick and that chick because he has plenty of women. He ain't starving for women. But you have women out here who have been voluntarily celibate, who hasn't been having relations according to them. And they are just tired of that. They want to have regular sex. They want to be able to have somebody and not be alone and not have their friends, brag about the things that they're doing in their relationships. There was a time where there were women who were cool with being single. They were cool with not being attached. But at some point, when your friends are getting, into relationships, they're getting into situations where they're happy with the guy that they're with, and you're the only one that ain't got nobody, and you're looking, quite sad at the gatherings. You used to be cool with it, but now because, you realize that your time is winding up, and you still ain't got nobody. You ain't even got a half of nobody. You ain't even got nobody that you're regularly talking to, nobody that you've been actually conversating with. You just have a phone full of numbers from guys that really the connections failed, or guys that you slept with, who only want to sleep with you. They're only going to see you as that. So you still at square one trying to figure out what you want in life, You still trying to figure out who you are. A lot of you women are in your 30s. A lot of you approaching your 40s, and you still trying to figure out who you are. You shouldn't be, listen, people say women mature faster than men. Do y'all necessarily agree with that? Because if you look at the fact that you have women complaining about the lack of dateable men, and this has been going on for the last 10 years, it shows you that there is no maturity there. It's a lot of excuse making. It's a lot of blaming everybody else for why you're where you're at. And not really understanding that you have to look yourself in the mirror and say, you know what? I'm messing up. I'm the reason why I'm single. But until you're able to do that, until you stop trying to chase after other women's men, because that's going on a lot. These women are getting sold dreams that these guys are going to leave their wives for them. That becomes a disaster. Men are good being single. They are. Because they don't want to get married anymore. They don't want the burden of having to take care of a family. They like their freedom. Do women like their freedom? Do women like their freedom? Truly, do they like their freedom? Especially like if they see their siblings or their best friends from like school doing better than them, got a good job, got a good man. They're going on vacations. They're doing a lot together, and you're just sitting around on Facebook or YouTube complaining about the videos that are being made. Shout out to Rose Scholar. I'm in Maui, One Beach, listening to this right now. You know why I'm here. Yes, I know why you're here, Rogue, and I know you're having a good time out there. Listen, I'm gonna try to get these phone lines up. Hold on a second. Things can be fixed, man, but you have to want them to be fixed. Shout out to Josh again. I disagree when women get older, they act immature. When they are younger, they act according to trick people, manipulation. I mean, that goes on, Josh. But you got to understand, manipulation goes on no matter what their age is. They could be 20 and manipulate. They could be 40 and manipulate. Older women think they smarter than everybody. And they think that they can maneuver and manipulate men too. I've noticed an uptick on attacking men who are older men who are dating younger women. Leonardo DiCaprio is being attacked for who he's dating. You know? Because he's dating I believe he's dating like a 20-year-old, 21-year-old, and he's being attacked. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there are older women who aren't very mature at all. I mean, I've seen on YouTube, I see a lot of older women on YouTube alone who are immature as hell. They can't tell nobody nothing, man. They can't mentor nobody. They the main ones on here being ratchet and ignorant, setting a bad example for the young gals, man. Hold on a second. See if I can get this number in here. Put this phone number in here, y'all call in. But yeah, Leo DiCaprio is being attacked for who he's dating. Because there are a lot of disgruntled older women who think that he should be dating them. The Live with Jada Black, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, man?
Man, ain't shit, bro. Man, like back in the day, I've seen that truth. Like I remember I was in a club one time, right? They got this fine ass Persian girl dancing, and like nobody dancing with her. She don't got that force field of girls around her or nothing. She's dancing, so I just get up and start dancing with her and shit. You know what I'm saying? And after she like, oh, thanks for dancing with me. I'm like, hey, me and my friends over there, you want to come play with us? She's like, yeah, cool. Like, she started talking to us, telling us her life story and all this shit. Like, she was in a Lil Wayne video. I can't remember the Lil Wayne video, but it had to be one around 2004.
Okay.
Or 2005. But I've seen that in my back in the day, where, like, dudes would be scared to approach really attractive women and, like, real life.
Yeah.
But nowadays, they ain't no excuse for that shit, bro. You got online dating. You got Instagram, Facebook, all this shit, bro. And, like, you don't even need to leave your house to meet a dude no more, bro. So, I don't know what to tell them, bro. My advice for guys, though, is, bro, if you trying to get really attractive women and you an average dude, the best advice I ever got was in college. Like, bro, you have no room for error. What I'm saying is, like, you got to keep your hair cut every 2 weeks. Get you a manicure. It ain't but $10.
Right.
Get your pedicure about once a month. You know what I'm saying? Because like a lot of dudes, when they get that, their feet be looking crazy when they hit around 30. You don't have to have no fire or nothing, but that motherfucker better pay wash and be clean as shit on the inside. No fast food wrappers and all that shit in your car. Keep an air freshener in there. If you got a rag in the crib or whatever, or like a little some shit like that, that bitch better be immaculately clean. You know what I'm saying? No dishes in the sink, none of that shit. You don't have to have expensive clothes, but know how to put you together an outfit. Have your clothes pressed and dry cleaned. That shit ain't expensive. You know what I'm saying? You have no room for error if you're trying to compete out here for like really attractive women, bro. Oh yeah, and buy you a damn pack of Tic Tacs or whatever, or some gum or some shit. Keep that with you at all times.
Yeah.
Because man, like, you ever see like a real attractive woman with an average dude or whatever? The first thing come to a nigga mind is like, oh, he got money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've seen guys.
That ain't
Man,
no thing.
yeah, I've seen dudes, man. They literally have nothing, and
That's what
they
I'm
got
saying, bro.
a really attractive woman who has a really good job, and you say to yourself, he must really make her laugh. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But niggas think it's all about money and shit. Like, that's a part of it. Don't get me wrong. Definitely. But, bro, you got to get your, you know what I'm saying? You got to keep your shit tight, bro. You can't be slacking out here, bro. But for some of these women, bro, like, if you're attractive and you can't get a man, it's so wrong with you, probably, bro.
Yeah. Severe, your phone is going in and out, bro.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just trying to. Yeah, Jay, I'm just trying to hit you back.
Okay. All right, man. Well, I appreciate it, Severe.
Oh, wait.
All right. Shout out to Severe with the call. Yeah, I don't think men are as intimidated by attractive women like I would say 10, 15 years ago. Because we see attractive women on social media all the time. So if we're around them, we really aren't as like in awe, you know. It'd be like, oh, you know, she look kind of like the girl I follow on Facebook. You're live with Jada Black. What's going on? What's good, man?
I really like what you're saying in this video because it definitely comes to the mindset of what I think. I feel like a lot of attractive women are too picky because they are trying to fit this perfect criteria for men and have preconceived notions that originated in child or teenage years, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, I like what the last caller said. You definitely have to keep yourself nice and pressed and clean and things like that. But their standards are really getting ridiculous.
Yeah.
And have you seen the movie Hitch?
Yeah, I've seen it.
It's a good movie because it definitely applies to what you're saying right now. And it just feels like they just go for the perfect guy in their mind, and that guy's not perfect.
Yeah.
And I feel like perfection is an illusion.
Yeah. Hey, can you turn your background down? Can you turn your background down?
I'm sorry.
Because it got an echo. It's an echo in your background. I'll say telling you to turn it down.
Sorry about that. And I just feel as if perfection is an illusion because what's perfect in their eyes is not going to be perfect to someone else's. And I don't know. You're right. Dating has changed very much, and I think it's because of social media.
Yeah, it has. We can literally talk to anybody anywhere in the world, you know. So that definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, I just feel as if they should take a look in the mirror. Because if they don't figure out their own faults, they're never going to meet that guy.
Right. Right.
I mean, men have to do that too. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. I tell men all the time they have to.
Yeah, definitely. Anyway, I'm not going to keep you too long. I know you got other callers, so have a nice day.
Hey, thanks for calling, man. You too.
Of course, keep up with the good videos, man.
Thank you. Shout out to that caller there. Shout out to Rhodes Scholar with the super chats. Let's see, online date only works for white guys and Pookies and Ray Rays. It's not for progressive black men. You know what, Rogue? You might not be wrong. You know, I've seen, I've not been on it, but I've surfed a couple dating websites, and I've literally seen black women say they prefer white men. So we know that ain't no myth. That is truth. I had to go see for myself. You got these black females. No matter if they got a bunch of tattoos and looking ratchet as fuck, they saying they white men only, or they prefer white men. So yes, that white men do have it better on as far as the online dating is concerned. Because once just like Caucasian women, they are put up there as far as the dating hierarchy. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure that there are brothers that still do good dating on social media. Not social media, but dating. You're live with Jada Black. What's up? Hello?
Hello?
Yo, what's up?
What's up, man? I used to say this when you doing on live.
Yeah, man, we live, man. What's going on with you?
Oh, not much, man. I'm kind of in between things, trying to cook it.
Okay.
I see that you live, but this actually a good topic. I think some women, as I said, they value themselves too high.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
They really.
Yeah, the materialism.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the materialism has gotten crazy. They see what these other women have, and they want the same thing.
Right. And women, they always in competition with each other for the least amount of things. Now, a woman, she could be on a scale. I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, she could be a 6, and she looking for that top 10, that top, that alpha guy in the 1%, and she can't compete with all the other beautiful women of different races. So women you gotta kind of factor that in. She ain't gonna be the only one trying to chasing after that guy. You did. And kind of pick it back off of one of your callers saying, yeah, the man, he has to pretty much, if he trying to get a top chick, he has to pretty much have everything in order. I'm talking about job, always got to be clean, So it's kind of challenging, but I don't see it as something too hard,
Yeah, me neither. Yeah, because we already got the blueprint of what most women are really looking for. It's whether we're really willing to go out there and do it. You know what I'm saying? I think the best thing we can do is get ourselves together.
That's right, and tell the truth, most guys don't want to do that hard work. It's all about self-improvement and just getting you straight. And when you get you straight and ignore them women, man, they really gonna come. It's easy. It's really not that much science into it, Jada Black.
Yeah. That's a good point.
So, but yeah, what you were saying?
No, I was saying you're making a good point, man.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna go ahead and let another caller get here. But I've seen all your videos, man. Well, not all, but some of them, and I'm talking. Yeah, you the truth.
Cool.
Every guy needs to look at your videos and get red pill like ASAP.
Cool. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate that, man.
You're welcome. Have a good night, man.
All right, you too, man. Shout out to the brother calling in. Yes, it's up to us men at the end of the day to get ourselves together. We can't be pointing the finger, man. I don't care where you are in life. We can always make that decision to do better. You know, like I said, I've seen dudes who are literally broke as hell. Okay, you would think they're dusty, but they keep a woman. You're live with Jada Black. What's up?
Hi.
What's up?
I'm just gonna let you know in advance.
Uh-huh.
If my voice sounds a little slurred, it's because my mouth is still a little numb. I had some dental work today,
Oh, okay.
so if I sound like Forrest Gump, that's why.
Okay.
But I wanted to tell you
All
that
right.
kind of attitude that some women that are really full of themselves, they don't just act like that with guys. They act like that with girls too.
Oh yeah. The conceited attitude follows them. You know.
Yeah, but I mean, but there's one thing if it's like girls acting like that to guys for attention, but if they're doing it to girls too, that's just in you.
Yeah.
I've already said before, the prescription for that is bend over, open the cheeks, and pull your head out. Get a little washcloth, wipe it off, because it probably smells like boo-boo. But, I mean, I remember, but I think that, I don't know if some of them, they are strategic with it, and they know how to turn that off, because I've seen chicks like that who still, like, one, she's married now. So I don't know if she just, maybe when she met someone that she felt like she wanted to marry, maybe she stopped all that foolishness. I remember she had this very beautiful girl that went to my school, and I remember on one of her Instagram pictures, she had the caption, "The 5 need to sit down while the 10 is talking." But all those cocky ass pictures and stuff, all that stuff is gone. So maybe when she met somebody she liked, maybe she stopped all the foolishness and settled down. But I think in general, chicks like that, they're still going to get chosen. Because I see so many of these arrogant chicks. I've seen chicks like on Snapchat like show that they have like 34 unread messages and 15 missed phone calls, and they're like, "What? No, I'm getting back to them."
Yeah, I know chicks, man. They were the attractive. They were known as the attractive girls, right? They would literally not answer their phone. Like I've had them literally tell me they won't answer their phone a lot of times. You know, they'll let phone ring and ring and ring, even if it's a new guy that they start talking to. They'll still do that to them. You know.
Yeah, and the thing that's interesting is guys put up with it. Not all of them, of course, but there are some guys who really they're okay with being the next one in line. They don't mind being the 15th missed phone call.
And that's why they end up not getting into good relationships. They're used to basically being the side or being a jump off. They get used to it. They're used to that, you know.
Yes, but I think that weight, when they get a little fatter and they start pumping out kids, that will kind of tone that down a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not, because there are single moms out here doing the most as well. But I think time will tell. I think time slows all that foolishness down.
Yes, it does. You know.
Once you're prime, once you're out of that, once you're no longer looking the same, I think that once they hit that wall, I think somebody's going to be hitting it pretty hard. Some of y'all are going to be bleeding.
Yeah, and that's why they end up regretting their decisions. Like I'm seeing women coming out now saying they regret their decisions in dating. You know what I'm saying? So we already starting to see that.
I mean, no one feels sorry for them though.
Nah.
I don't.
No, I don't think a lot of other people do. I don't think they feel sorry for them either.
Yeah, but I mean, I think that because there are people who are, I guess thirsty enough for their attention that, they're just like, I don't care, I'm just going to go for it anyway. That just encourages their behavior. And if it wasn't for guys gassing them up, they would be acting completely different. Let them log into Instagram one day and they only get 20 likes when they normally get 200, and see how they start acting. But that's all I wanted to say.
Okay. Well, thanks for the call, Beth. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Shout out to Beth. You're live with Jada Black. What's going on?
Hey, what's up? It's your boy, Young Coder.
What's good, Young Coder? And thanks for the super chat.
Yeah, no problem. I know normally I post more serious comments, but I figured, be a little bit lighthearted, a little joke would be funny.
Yeah.
But real talk, though, I feel like I am the Pookie in my relationship because, I told you about my girl before. She she Indian, but she's from New York, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But she's a lawyer, and she making hella bank, But I never even think about that stuff, you know what I'm saying? I'm always super, super confident.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's because I have something that I'm passionate about. I think people don't be having that drive to do things they're passionate about anymore these days.
Yeah.
And they get too caught up in just being thirsty for someone's attention.
Mm-hmm.
When really the only attention you need is your own.
Right.
Think about it. I basically be at home just drawing and animating stuff all day and shit. Mm-hmm. So anytime she get bored, she want to see what I'm up to. So all I got to do is just keep my Instagram, my social media. Oh, and by the way, people who be blaming social media for their problems, they ain't using it right. Mm-hmm. Nah, that's my opinion. They're just not using it right.
Okay.
People who blame social media for their problems, they're not using social media the right way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's their own things that they're going on, and it's like any other scapegoat people use in life. They're just going to say, oh, social media did this, social media did this. No, it's just us as humans, We just got more access to shit, that's all.
Yeah, we are responsible at the end of the day for the choices that we make. You know what I'm saying? So if we don't make the best choices, we have to look at ourselves first and foremost,
Yeah. But the main thing I wanted to just comment on to people in the group is that I feel like everyone just needs to be confident in themselves, first of all. And then you're just going to attract what you attract. And if you're confident, it's going to attract more confidence, other confident people around you. And it won't really matter how they look because, you're already, confident in yourself and they're confident in themselves. And, you just get together and just power up,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree, man.
All right, man. I appreciate you taking the time to take my call.
Okay, thanks for calling in, Young Coder.
All right, no problem. Take it easy.
All right, you too. Shout out to Young Coder with the call. Get a few more calls in here. Anybody else wants to call in real quick? Let's see, Young Coder say, I'm the Pookie in my relationship. Dollar Washer said, donate to the stream. Shout out to Dollar Washer as well for the support. I appreciate the support from everybody super chatting. Yes, indeed, we have to look at ourselves before anything else. That's where we make the biggest change. We make the biggest change from really deep, really getting to understand who we are first. I think social media has a large influence, unfortunately, on people and their perception of the world. My perception of the world doesn't come from what's on Twitter. It comes from my life interactions, But there are other people who, because of their life and because of their social media likes and shares and what they see and what they follow, they think that's the world, and that's not what it is. Like I was looking at I was on Twitter. I was looking at the trending tab, and I'm like, look at all these bullshit hashtags that are going viral, man. It's like some real weirdo shit goes on some of these platforms. Some of these platforms. You live with Jada Black. What's going on?
What's good, Jay? This is Jaye, man.
What's good, man?
What's good, man? So, I live in Miami, right? So, I was at this, Loading Glades.
Uh-huh.
So, there's this woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Basically, the woman is a baser.
Okay.
So, I'm minding my business, I just came from work, I do the warehouse. So, it's I'm tired. I'm thinking about a lot of shit,
So I'm like, damn. The bitch came to me and she said, give me $1.
What?
She demand money from me. She came.
Man.
She just came out of nowhere. She said, give me $1. Like she tried to force me to give her money.
I would have told her to get lost, man.
Jay, it was so like it took a lot for me not to snap. And I think that day I was not trying to snap, but it took a lot out of me. Like, cause usually when I snap, you know, I'm a Gemini, by the way.
Okay.
So you know we have a twin. So I tried my best not to snap. I just told her to get away from me, you know.
Man,
but I really wanted to say like. I thought like 10, 20 years ahead of the future. I'm like, you know what? You was one of these Instagram hoes before Instagram. So why you didn't get a good husband or a good man to give you money? I wanted to say something real hurtful. You understand?
Yeah.
These women don't understand, like, and I had another situation. I'm gonna talk about that later. These women don't understand, like, they're not made to work. They're not made to work. They're not made to go to school. Like, they're not work material. I went to Denny's. I came from LA Fitness.
Okay.
When was this? This happened yesterday. I came from LA Fitness, you know. I went to Panera Bread. They was about to close. I left. I went to Denny's. And there was this ratchet ass, you know, this black woman. Light skin.
Okay.
So she already catching attitude, but, you know, she's being nice, you know. I order my food. After that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, basically I'm a fat boy. But I lost most of my weight.
Okay.
I asked her for mayonnaise and mustard.
Okay.
Mayonnaise and mustard. They had ketchup already, you know?
Okay.
This bitch snapped at me. She snapped. When I say she snapped, she snapped. But there was other races of people, you know? White couple, Arab. She was so nice to them. Because I looked like her. I was a black person.
Yeah. And
she had to treat me like shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I've seen that, man. Listen, man. I've seen that. I've seen chicks be smiling and grinning in white people's face. And then she see you as a black person, especially a black male.
Treat you like shit.
Yeah. The smile goes away. The smile goes away.
Jay, if it was not illegal for me to put hands on certain people,
can't go there. Can't go there.
Bro, I'm telling you.
Hold on, we can't go there. We gotta, you know, we gotta keep it, you know.
Yeah, my bad.
Politically correct.
I don't know, like, that shit was crazy.
Yeah, I can imagine, man. That shows a lack of respect that she had. Like I said, I would have told the chick to.
She made me feel like I ain't shit. I'm like, damn, I'm ordering food and you giving me an attitude.
Yeah.
And you getting paid.
Yeah. But she'll be the same one on social media talking about being pro-black and white racism. They'll be the same female.
And and they wonder why black men don't protect them. They wonder why. I would literally watch a black woman get beat up. I would literally watch it. I won't stop it or nothing. Because they doing too much crime.
Bro.
They doing too much.
Hold on. We can't be saying that shit, man.
Sorry, man.
We can't be saying that's inciting violence, man. We can't say that, man. We can say we leave them to their devices, but we can't be saying all that now, you know.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, man. Come on, man.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Well, thanks for calling in, man. I appreciate the story, man. All right, man. Come on.
Thank you.
Man. All right. Bye. Salute, man. Salute, man. We can't. Come on, man. We got to keep that, you know, because what's gonna happen is that people are gonna act like I'm in here making y'all feel this way, and I can only go off of what the callers tell me, man. I can only go off what the callers tell me, man. But yeah, man, the disrespect be out here. You're live with Jada Black. What's going on?
What's going on, Jay? This is Corey.
What's going on, Torrin?
Yeah, I was just wanted to weigh in a little bit on this topic when you're talking about social media. Listen, so we all know that social media has given everybody a platform. It's pretty much giving a voice to the voiceless, but it's also giving attention to the people that don't need the attention.
Right.
And thanks to all these and thanks to all these filters and stuff like that, it's literally boosted a lot of people's heads. I said, let's see what you look like without the filter, without the Mac, with all that extracurricular stuff, and see how you really live it.
Right.
Some of them probably live in inefficiency.
I'm telling you, man. These people, they hide behind pounds and pounds of it.
That's probably the size of a cardboard box that a pocket knife should go into.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, a lot of people out here are like really, like you said, too picky for no damn reason.
Uh-huh.
And it's like your standards are like at a 10 when you're really in reality at about a 2.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times it's because they've gotten so much attention from a lot of these simps online, and it boosted their head up, and then they go out into the world and think they can carry their online persona into real life, and it doesn't work like that.
Yeah. They try to. I know they be trying to.
They be trying, and they be failing extremely hard. Put somebody who is quote unquote Instagram famous out there into reality, into a sea of women that would be considered a dime. Mm-hmm. She wouldn't stand a chance.
Yeah.
Reality gonna slap her harder in the bag of nipples.
Uh-huh. Yep. And that's why they get mad at criticism, man.
Exactly. But listen, when you get a chance, and this is for everybody in this, because we were talking about hashtags on social media.
Uh-huh.
When you get a chance, and I would like for your input on this one.
Okay.
And everybody in the chat, when you get a chance, go online and look up this hashtag called Black Bread.
Black Bridge?
Black Bread. BLACKBRED.
Black bread. Okay.
Yes. Like, that is some of the wildest shit that I have come across on social media in such a long time. And I've seen a lot of shit.
Okay. Black bread. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I'll look that up.
But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. I appreciate you taking my call.
All right, thanks for calling in, Torin. Shout out to Torin. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look up the hashtag. But let's see. But yeah, man, I think the pickiness means, no, it's black bread. He just put in the chat. Let me see. Tell me to pick it. Look at. Okay, working on the black bread threat, and someone literally have to say, "Watch my belly grow and black seed." Oh, I see what it's about. Oh, it's about white women. Black bread is about white women who get impregnated by black men, or married white women getting pregnant by black men. That's what it's about. It's about these married white slurs getting with these brothers. Some crazy shit you see, man. If it wasn't for me promoting on Twitter, I wouldn't even be on it. Twitter's gotten crazy, man. It used to be fun, but now it's just messy and just crazy, man. Damn. Yeah, like it's about married white women fetishizing, using black men for their seed. It's crazy. Like the stream, people. Y'all know I'm giving y'all this quality content. Shout out to Ernest Wilcox with the super chat. I appreciate that, Ernest. If you are a black man, don't put yourself in that situation, man. Don't put yourself in that situation. Yeah, bread isn't getting pregnant, getting preggo by these brothers. Now, I don't know about carrying the child a full term. I think it's more of getting pregnant by it. I think I've heard this a long time ago. as far as these brothers who will quote unquote breed these women, this shit is crazy. And you got the cook husband who be watching his wife get boned by one of these brothers, like the cuckolding. It's just like cuckolding, but the wife is getting pregnant. You know. It's a lot of crazy stuff. Y'all heard that too, Torian? I've seen a few videos, of that, through research. Make sure y'all like the stream, man. Let's see if I get one more caller to call in before I go ahead and end this particular stream. Yeah, the Twitter is toxic. Just some of the hashtags I see on here. Some of the hashtags I see on here is crazy, man. Like, where is the motivational shit? I want the motivational shit. Where is it? I will say this though, man. Somebody do offer me $200 to fuck his wife in front of him. I said no. Really, Jonathan? God, sheesh, bro. But that how it be, man. I think some of these guys be getting proposition, man. They be saying some of them dudes do it for free. Some of them dudes do it for free, Jonathan. At least you are offered. Some of these guys will do it for free. Yeah, Twitter's gotten way too political, man. Like all the political bullshit, man, it's just like, it's a headache, man. It's a headache. But yeah, man, you know what's crazy, man? You got some of these white boys like to talk shit to black men, and the one way you get them, some of these guys that like to talk all this bullshit, be blatantly disrespectful to black men, just tell them they can't satisfy their wife. Some of these guys are disgruntled husbands on social media trying to cling on to some type of nationalist ideology. It's because they can't satisfy their wife, so they get on social media and they will disrespect black dudes. I seen the dude on BitChute try to be disrespectful. And, I said to myself, that's a guy who can't satisfy his wife or girlfriend, so he's angry at black men. It's a lot of crazy shit going on, man, on social media, man. His wife somewhere getting dicked down by DeAndre or Marcus. Or Larry. But we all can do better, man. We all can do better. We can all choose to do a lot of things with our life, Oh yeah, 757. I bet they be giving you looks. Don't do shit though. Don't do nothing. But make sure y'all like the stream, man. Yeah, man. As far as these women who are picky go, I guess that's it for the calls, man. That's it for the calls. As far as these women that are picky or feel like they're intimidating men, you're not intimidating anybody. I just think that you're choosing from a wrong pool of men who are either unavailable or don't see anything with you long term. You know? Thanks, Gerard. I appreciate it. 075, I see that, man. Especially if you lift the heavy weights and shit, man. They be looking like they in some type of competition. Like, I'm not in competition with you, motherfucker. Even though I can lift heavier than you. Phone line is a wrap. Make sure y'all go and check out the video I produced today about Iggy Azalea, one of the worst female rappers ever, refusing to apologize for stealing, appropriating black culture. Honestly, though, as far as Iggy Azalea go, I think she should just go and do pop music. Stop trying to be a rapper. You know, even though I'm not going to ban her from rap music, I just think she needs to just let it go. But she has a fan base. You know? I agree with you, Kat. Black women definitely should do that, Kat. I agree with that. Give it up. No one cares about your music. I certainly don't. You know? Even if you don't apologize for appropriating black culture and you feel like you should be a part of it, there are going to be people that aren't going to accept you. And I think that she may understand that now. But I feel like, why would you want to be in a genre of music where the majority of the people who are a part of that culture are like, no, I want nothing to do with you. But then you still try to be a part of it, you know? Cardi B is worse. David, Cardi B will always be worse. Cardi B will always be worse. You talk about narcissistic. She's definitely narcissistic. She's definitely narcissistic. Yeah, I know 382. That's why I say she's one of the worst rappers ever, because any intelligent rapper wouldn't have used that. You know, especially if you're not black, you know. Yeah, I did a video on my Basic Social Politics channel about the Caucasian female that beat up her dog in a video that she had posted. And she's like beating up on the dog. She spit on the dog. And I went in depth with it. You know. All right, Brittany. And I went in depth in my video. I also showed in the video her channel, right? And I showed that the videos that she did by herself, she got, average views, right? But when she had the dog in her video, she was averaging over 100,000 views a video. Okay. And you can tell that dog was just a prop. Like, once she realized she could get viewership from having that dog, she put in the video, but she didn't like that dog. And she proceeded to abuse that dog. And now she got all of these animal rights groups. She got all these white people upset. Okay? Do you think getting cheated on humble her? I don't know, Kat. Maybe it did. Maybe it did in a way. Now she got all them people. Do y'all know they literally went to this girl's channel? Her name is Brooke Houts, right? They literally went to every video she did with her dog and they thumbs that video down. They thumbs the video down so badly, man. On a channel of 300,000. This girl was a trending hashtag all yesterday. So I made my video and I went in depth. And I was the one who showed how she really just used that dog for views. that she don't like dogs either. I don't know who dog that is, but that dog needs to get away from that dog before she ends up harming that dog, man. You know? And I'm telling you, man, I have never seen people, a group of people so angry at one person as I did with that female. I think they wanted to fight her. I think there were people legit trying to fight her. So yes, we got fuckery in every community. I don't care what skin tone, what race you are. There's a lot of piece of shits in every race. And I think I've pointed that out enough myself. And that's coming from a guy who doesn't even have a dog. Like, I don't think I could ever own a dog. You know? And I also made the distinction between the situation with Mike Vick and this particular female. Like, after a while, people may forget about this and she can go back to doing whatever she's doing. Mike Vick is still dealing with what his relatives did as far as dog fighting. He could have gotten a coaching job with the Kansas City Chiefs, but because those bitter, no sex getting housewives were angry about it, he couldn't get the job with the Kansas City Chiefs. I think it was going to bring him in as like a quarterback's coach. Andy Reid is very good at, finding coaches, But I mean, he's doing all right with Fox Sports, I believe he's going to be there this upcoming season. So, yeah, Vic lost everything, and Michael Vick recently paid off all his debt. So, he's out of it as far as debt is concerned. But yeah, man, that whole dog fighting thing ruined everything for him. Served his debt to society for something, again, that his relatives did. And what's funny is that they all turned on him and pointed the finger at him. And through all that, he was able to get out of that situation, go back to the NFL, okay? Play, make some money, retire. Now he's doing TV. And was able to pay off the debt that he owed those creditors. Paid them off in full, so he doesn't owe them anymore. That's a sign of a guy who has the right people around him now, because he had a lot of people that was using him around him, But shout out to everybody that said, man, this has been a very good show. Salute to everybody that's here. Hopefully y'all having a wonderful day. I appreciate everybody for coming through, spending some time with me here live. Make sure y'all go and check out not only the video that I produced today. If you want to see some other content that I'm producing right now, where is it? Subscribe to my Basic Social Politics channel, man. I'm producing content on there that's a little bit different than what I put on my other channels that y'all may like. Y'all go over there and subscribe, Thank you, 382. Also, if you want to support the platform, Leo says 1 a.m. there. Up late. Make sure y'all go and buy some shirts, man. If not for yourself, or maybe somebody you know, all right? Maybe as a gift to somebody. Somebody's birthday coming up, Yeah. And y'all know the email. If y'all want to send me something, y'all know the email. Okay. All right. All right, people. I'll see y'all in the next one. Y'all have a good one. And until next time, all right?